Good morning! It is a Wednesday actually, it's midweek, and I thought I would actually do another day in the life of a marketing manager because I haven't done one of these in a little while, and I do have some fun things that I'm working on right now, so I thought it would be a good time to do this. Before we get started with today's workday, I just want to quickly shout out today's video sponsor, which is Zyro. If you haven't watched any of my other videos before, Zyro is this awesome, super easy to use website builder that uses a what you see is what you get kind of format. My Slack is already going off, so let's make this quick. It's super affordable, it's extremely easy to use, and honestly, if you are a beginner web designer or somebody who's just looking to build a website for your portfolio, for your e-commerce store, for a blog, whatever it may be, this is going to be the perfect first-time tool for you. They offer tons and tons and tons of designer-made templates for you to use if you are not super adept at design and you just want to follow some sort of a guideline when it comes to building your site. They also have built-in SEO kind of like markers and prompts so that it makes sure that you're filling out all those important H1s and meta descriptions and image alt tags so that you can ace your Google search ranking. And super, super, super important, Zyro sites are all very mobile responsive, which is huge in today's landscape because it matters a lot to Google when they're crawling your site to make sure that your website is mobile responsive and that it has a good load time on mobile and web devices. I think having those things automatically ticked off with something like Zyro just leaves no worries when you are building your site, and that is so important, honestly. If you guys are interested in trying Zyro out, you can check out the link in my description box. They're offering me an exclusive discount to give to you guys, which gives you a free custom domain for a year and 3 months free when you subscribe to their annual subscription. They also have a 30-day money-back guarantee, so if at any point you decide this isn't a tool for me or I'm just not needing a website anymore, you have that option, which is always great. If you guys have used Zyro before, leave a comment in the description letting everyone know how you enjoyed it. And yeah, thanks Zyro for always supporting my videos. Let's go ahead and get into this workday. I'm starting the morning off with morning coffee, of course, and my Italian wafer biscuits that I talked about in my what I eat in a day. I'll actually share with you guys a little bit of a what I eat in a day today as well, because I'm still going through my planted meals. So I want to share my review on those meals with you in case you're in Vancouver and you want to give planted meals a try. This morning I'm actually starting out doing some, can you see that? Can you see that? That's Screaming Frog. If you guys haven't heard of Screaming Frog before, it is like an SEO website crawler, and it's a tool that you can pay for. It's relatively affordable, and it'll crawl through every single web page of your website and tell you like which pages are missing metadata, meta descriptions, which pages are missing meta keywords, H1s, page titles, whether your pages have good or like okay response codes, if there's any like 404s. It'll tell you all this information about your images. It is an awesome tool if you want to keep track of your website health. And so we finally decided to get this tool because we experienced a major website traffic drop beginning of this year, I think in like February maybe. And we've been slowly trying to rebuild our rank with Google and just kind of fix these issues that we honestly didn't even think about. Like we just thought we were continuing to make great content. We had blog posts going out every week, and we just never really thought to look back and actually look at how some of these pages are performing and whether they are properly created with all the right meta information. So yeah, we're doing this now. We've already gone through an entire process of making all those changes necessary to improve it. So we're just at this point now where we are trying to maintain it and just check up on our website health every once in a while to make sure that things are still looking okay. And then I am going to do it to our new site, Truly Small, as well, because we actually did it to the Kashoo side due to the website traffic drop, and we haven't done it to Truly Small. So I'm looking forward to doing it to Truly Small and just making sure that yeah, that the website health is looking good. So that's what I'm starting with today, and I'll kind of go through the rest of my day with you guys as it goes. I do have a few things planned, like a few design things planned, but I have a feeling that the day is going to change as it progresses, like it does usually. So yeah, let's just work on this one thing first. I also wanted to show you guys this new thing that I found. It's literally just a Pomodoro timer, but I really love the simplicity of this Pomodoro timer. So this is called Flow, and I actually discovered their their mobile app first. This is their mobile app, and I downloaded this first to try it out. I have been really enjoying this lately, so I was just using their mobile app for a little while. It actually, if you download it on your mobile device and on your desktop, it'll sync, so both will show the same timer as well as the same stats, so you can look at like how many flows you've had. Gives you stats, and then there are like little settings that you can set to, so like how long your flow durations are, how long your breaks should be, but essentially it just follows the Pomodoro technique, where you choose a task, you start the timer, you focus on the task, and then you take a short break. You repeat that 4 times, and then you take a longer break instead. So I've been trying this out. I was thinking about getting their pro version for the sync to calendar, but because I use Google Calendar and not Apple Calendar, I'm gonna wait until they update that so they can sync to Google before I subscribe. But yeah, look how cute it is. So the desktop version looks like this, and it'll stay like on top of any of your like browsers, so you can see there. But you can also minimize it, and all it shows up as is this tiny little counter, if you guys can see there, and it'll show you kind of like all the information you need, and then there are keyboard shortcuts as well to start the timer. So I'm gonna take a quick 5-minute break right now, and I think there was something I wanted to do. Right, I wanted to look something up on YouTube, so I'm gonna do that quickly. And just take a quick break. Okay, I got out of my first meeting. I'm gonna go ahead and eat some lunch now. I'm so excited. Ooh, what should I eat? They do kind of give you an order they think you should eat the meals just based on like freshness. Peanut noodle, I ate that. I didn't get the frittata. General Tso's tofu is next. Okay. I'm cool with that. What it looks like. I'm gonna put it in a plate so that I can heat it up. Oh no! Oh shit! Why am I the worst at this always? It's a bit sad looking, mostly because I dropped it. Smells incredible. All right, let's give this a try. classic like ginger stir fry flavors. Love. Hot sauce though, we need hot sauce. Do I put this homemade Mexican hot sauce on everything? Yes, I do. Do I plan on stopping anytime soon? No, not at all. That's so spicy. Damn, that's spicy. Yum. Alright, I just got back from a walk with Mika, so I'm back on my work, back online. Give me a sec, I need to change. Okay, much better. I have been loving listening to a podcast while I walk. So a couple of podcasts that I've been listening to lately are Money with Katie. She's an awesome kind of like millennial money resource, and it's been really interesting listening to her talk about saving and investing. She does talk mostly about like financials, personal finances in the States and not in Canada, but a lot of it is still kind of valuable information to have. Another podcast that I've been listening to is Crime Junkies. They're like short little stories in each episode. And yeah, they are pretty interesting as well. Honestly, not all the stories are amazing, but some of them are really, really interesting. I also listened to a couple of episodes of Eckhart Tolle's Essential Teachings. And it's a podcast that he actually talks with Oprah on. I actually recently bought his book, A New Earth. This has been like, I don't know, it's been recommended to me so many times by so many different people. I do have a copy of The Power of Now as well, which I want to read again before I tackle A New Earth. So my goal is to read The Power of Now before I leave for my trip to Mexico so that I can bring A New Earth with me to Mexico. I know that you don't necessarily have to read in that order, but I feel like The Power Now is kind of his like foundational teachings, and I think it's a good kind of like baseline to set before tackling this one. And then the one that I'm currently listening to is called Carrie Lowe Versus. I'm actually going to finish this episode. I'm on episode 2 now. And do that while I comb through some more Screaming Frog stuff. And then I actually have a meeting at 2, just a product demo with a company called AppTweak, who do ASO, which is App Store Search Optimization. It's like a ASO optimization / analytics tool. So we're doing a demo with them so that we can properly set ourselves up with this tool and really dive into our ASO. Until then, I'm just gonna Screaming Frog for, I'll do it for like 25 minutes, and then we're gonna work on some design stuff afterwards.
Warrant, and then at that point, once the warrants, again, when I was in the forensic section, if one of our officers were available, forensic officers, they would want to go right to the hospital.
All right, I am officially finished my very, very long reports of website health. Let me quickly show you guys what it looks like. So I just put all of the exports, I like copied and pasted them into Google Sheets so that it would be super easy for our team to like go through it. So there's stuff like duplicate meta descriptions, 404 in links, 505 in links, bad external links, missing meta descriptions, I can't even talk, page titles over 60 characters, 404s, AH1 information, but pretty much I've gathered it all so that it's all in one place and we can kind of start to go through these pages, and I did it for both of our sites as well. So yeah, Screaming Frog is great for really deep diving into some of these like issues, pages that have less than 1,000 word count, could be improved for content depending on what they are, page or images that have missing alt tags. They're all things that are going to be really, really great for your SEO. So those are finished. What I'm going to do actually is go into my Notion and add those to projects as well as just as tasks, so that we actually can get to them and start working on them. So I already have kind of a website, I guess like a website revamp project that we're working on. So I'm just gonna create a little folder so that it's really easy for me to keep track of. Okay, so now I'm gonna grab the links and put them in the projects. I'm getting tired, hold up. I'm gonna go take my vitamins, that's what I need. I'd like to do something design related because I'm just in that kind of mood, you know? So I think I'm gonna design a new form for this sales funnel that we have. So it's this form that I need to work on, because it doesn't really work with my flow that I have built out for it now. As I was opening up the pages, I realized there's something else that I need to do, which is make note of a new page that I need my web developer to build out. So I think I'm gonna do that first before I get to the designing. But essentially, this is a new design and this is an old design, so I need to make some notes about this page that needs changes. I also actually have some notes from an internal developer that we have on things that needs to be fixed. So I'm gonna take some notes of that as well, and yeah, just get this figured out. I'm starting to feel kind of tired, but I do actually want to finish this, the work that I'm working on right now. It's about 4 now, so it is actually about time that I finish my work day, like wrap up my work day. But I've decided I am going to wrap up my work day from my bed. I've been feeling super like fatigued lately, so like a little bed rest, but while still working is in order. I've got my ankle monitor stand here. It's like a laptop stand that goes over my legs. It works perfectly for that. Blanket on. Yeah, I'm gonna just do some work here, but I am going through that design now of the little form, but what I actually need to do is kind of like build out that page in Figma so that I have that page in a design format, so that in the future, if I ever need to change anything, I can. It is a bit of a tedious thing to do because the page is already built. We typically don't build a design after we build a web page, but that's just the way this is. So that's fine. I'm just gonna make sure that I have this because I think it is pretty crucial for future changes, and I'm trying to be a little bit more consistent with my like processes and my like documentations. So that's what I'm gonna do now. Okay, I'm having an early, super early dinner tonight because I'm supposed to go to the gym at 7-ish. This is the one I'm least excited about, but it's next on my eating order. And it's not so much that I think it's gonna be bad necessarily, it just, I really love my pastas and I feel like this isn't gonna be up to my standard of pastas, but I try it. I'm not gonna hate on it until I've tried it. And I think I'm gonna heat it up in a pan. Dinner. Let's give it a try. Like, honestly, it's fine. It's pasta with a pretty decent marinara sauce. If you're not picky with your pastas, this is like totally fine and legit. Vegan sausage, not bad on the first bite, but then the more you chew, the more it tastes like that typical like vegan meat. Overall, this is probably my least favorite meal that I've had from them so far. I would give this like a 6 out of 10. Okay, I think I'm gonna end my work day here. It's like 5 now, so yeah, I think that's enough work for today. I'm actually headed to this, well, I've been to this gym once or twice before, but I'm headed to a gym that I don't usually go to with a friend of mine for a gym day, so I think that'll be fun and exciting. I've enlisted one of my friends as a gym buddy because I just need an accountability buddy right now. That's the gym that he goes to, and it's not super far away from my apartment, so I'm gonna give it a try and see how I like it. I am feeling pretty tired, so I'm glad I set up this gym date because I don't think I would have gone to the gym on my own. Although, you know, I'm gonna give myself the credit and say I probably would have at least done somewhat of a workout, but at least this way I know I'll be getting. I've also finished the Carrie Lowe podcast, and I'm on my second podcast now, which is Uncover, which is also by CBC, I believe. And I'm listening to the first season, which is like one whole story, and it's called Escaping Nixium. So I'm just gonna continue listening to that while I eat and just browse the internet for a bit.
On joining a secretive women's group within Nexium. The group is called DOS, which stands for Dominus Obsequious Sororia.
So I was like, wow, that sounds amazing. You know, great, I'm in. And she said, great.
Sarah wants